My dear students of Class 8, today's teaching on the following points: birth of United States of America, impacts of the American War of Independence. You know, the British soldiers were defeated by the Americans during the war between the 13 colonies of America and Britain, according to which the British government was forced to acknowledge the independence of the Americans, and hence the Americans drafted a constitution for their country to govern it. As per the system of the constitution, the Articles of Confederation was declared the first document which helped the Americans, citizens of the 13 colonies, to be united into one state, the United States of America. And the federal constitution was written in the year 1787 and was recognized in the year 1789. The Bill of Rights was the important part of the constitution. Why? Because it gave, or it acknowledged, it guaranteed the fundamental rights of the citizens of America: the right of religion, the right of speech, and the right of, the right of justice. These all were the fundamental rights recognized by the Constitution of America for their citizens. It was adopted in the year 1791. Now, what are the impacts of the American War of Independence? There are certain impacts behind it. Number one, the revolution ended the colonial rule in America and led to the formation of a new state, new country, the United States of America. Second one, a written constitution was drafted in order to govern the country by its first president. And you know who became its first president? George Washington became the first president of America. So a federal, democratic and republican form of government was set up in America. And the fourth point, the president ruled the country as per the laws written in the Constitution of America. And you know, American Constitution is the first written constitution in the world. First written constitution in the world, American Constitution. The Constitution guaranteed the fundamental rights of the citizens of America. Fundamental rights like freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of justice. The citizens of the 13 colonies who once made an attempt to expand their territories towards various parts of America for their industrial growth, for the growth of their trade and commerce, but could not achieve success because of British restrictions imposed on them. Now, on being an independent country, America concentrated towards it and expanded its trade and commerce, expanded its internal and external trade to various parts of the world, and made herself rich, wealthy and prosperous. On the contrary, Britain, who occupied 13 colonies in America, in North America, lost the large market of America. It caused a great loss of Britain the trade and commerce of Britain, which was temporarily dependent on the American colonists or 13 colonies of America, was adversely affected after its defeat by the hands of the Americans. The American last point, the American War of Independence encouraged the French revolutionaries because George Washington, before starting a war between 13 colonies of America and Britain, was greatly inspired by the French revolutionaries and French thinkers and philosophers. Now, America became an independent country and George Washington became its first president. He felt that it was the right time to be sympathetic towards them on being a part of their political mission, and hence once upon a time he was helped by the French revolutionaries. He decided that it was the right time to help them in return for their cooperation, for their timely cooperation and help. He assured the French revolutionaries that America would become a part of their revolution and revolutionary thoughts and activities. Whenever they would require any type of help, they would help them financially, politically, socially, and as a result of it, another great incident was taken place in the year 1789, the French Revolution. The revolutionaries of France overthrew the oppressive rule of Louis XVI and established a new era, a new rule, the rule of the people, for the people and by the people. A new concept also was set up, the concept of liberty, equality and fraternity, which marked the beginning of a new era, that the rule under the oppressive rulers would come to an end forever, and the rule of the people would be established in the long run throughout the whole world. Ima